All right, so this is Kevin on gratitude. I think I might just upload this as a separate little work project video. When we were in Maryland at Pasadena, we took off the tow rail, and you can see took all the screws off. There's some that aren't back on yet, and that's because we were getting leaks, which is a very common problem with hunters underneath. Well, I'm going to upload this video, I think, to the hunter boat owners group and stuff, just to show how I'm torquing down these bolts. And that seems to be one of the ways to help stop these leaks. So when we were in Pasadena, as I was saying, we've removed the tow rail, and you can see here we were getting a leak right there on that right-hand side. And when we removed the tow rail, originally it had this butyl, which is like a rubber plumber's putty type sealant caulk, and it comes in a strip of about a 1 inch wide. And so we removed that, and the way the hunters are built is there's the fiberglass hull is one mold piece, and then the top deck is a second molded piece of fiberglass that's then sandwiched together, and they're held together with this aluminum tow rail. So here you see Jill. After we got that aluminum tow rail off, she was cleaning it, and we were using everything from acetone to butylene, hand scraping it, trying to get it off. You see the two sandwiches in the mold there in that last picture. And so once we got it completely clean, I was able to pick up this tow rail by myself and just carry it around. So it wasn't that heavy, maybe 100 pounds, 150 pounds. But it was 40 feet long, and it was just awkward to manipulate. And then when we went to put it back on, after we got it all clean, you can imagine, we don't have any video or pictures of that because Jill and I were trying to do it while the boat was in the water, as you see the current marina we're at. And we both almost went for a swim. There was a little bit of frustration between the two of us while we were trying to line up the holes and re-bend that, get that bend back in place. It worked. It has stopped the leaks on the starboard side once we got it back on, but it darn near killed us. So realizing that we didn't want to do that again on the aft side right now, when we haul the boat out next time, we'll do the aft side. But we needed to come up with a fix for now. So on the aft side, we just did a Sika 505 UV marine caulk along the aft side. But I still needed on the starboard side to go back and retighten all these bolts down and get them torqued. And it was really difficult to make that happen. So here's Jeff O'Brien's solution on how to torque these bolts down. So this is the aft side that we didn't take the tow rail off, but we just masked it and then ran a bead of this Sika 505 stuff, and I just checked down below, and everything's dry inside down below as well. So that's a easier fix than taking the tow rail off, and looks pretty clean. We'll see how long it holds up. So it rained really hard last night, and that's what the tow rail looks like after the rain. I still need to clean it up a little bit. Actually, yeah, I scraped all the butyl out yesterday, and there's already more that's mushed out. This is where I torqued it down the other day, so still got more butyl coming out from underneath there. And I'll show you how I torque it down. Probably do it on the other side. So I can't take credit for this. My younger brother is very mechanically inclined mind. What we were struggling with was you have to get underneath these nuts, and when you spin them, they'll start spinning. So you got to get a flathead screwdriver on there. And I have a big flathead screwdriver. I'm trying to do this one-handed, right? But flathead screwdriver, then you got to figure out how to get some sort of tension on this while you're wrenching from the bottom, and you need extra hands. So I'm going to show you here in a second what we came up with. So we took a pair of channel locks, and that's a number 4 Phillips head bit, and then took a flat blade screwdriver and stuck it underneath there. So we just tap it with a hammer here to cinch it up, and that puts torque down on that Phillips head. And then once you've got that all set up, now you can take your wrench, it's all goobered up, or socket, it's all goobered up with butyl from torquing it down, but now you can turn that from the bottom and hold this up here, and you can actually torque it down. So I'm finding most of these screws on the aft side are loose, so I'm just torquing them down as well, even though we went ahead and put that UV rated marine sealant in there.